iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a bill.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has come to East Asia in the bustling metropolis that is Tokyo, Japan. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Dragons of Tokyo. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. In motion right is Addison. And they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, but instead here's Swift. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Rodgers wants to change the look. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
7 yards there and a first down. In motion, Patterson. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he is going to have the Texans first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On play action, Rodgers. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. On play action, it's Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Washington. Touchdown! Darnell Washington. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
And they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. But whatever they said appears to have worked. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The second down throw by Willis. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Willis now off of play action. He'll buy some time right. A short throw to Ingram. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Well, when we talked about the NFL moving into the relocation game, most people assumed it would be London, maybe Mexico City. Now, this capital city was one of the dark horse candidates, but folks here have shown already that they are football mad. Trust us, you should have seen the scene walking in, and I think this entire country is already getting behind this football team. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Willis saw the option to the right. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a second down and 2 coming up. Play fake. Here's Willis. And Sharp calls it in. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they'll try again here, first and goal after the false start. Now Willis. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And running with power here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's got this to Jefferson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a first down. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The kick by Elliott is good.
So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, and that's kind of how it's gone for them so far. That was a ball they need to get back in this game. A quick strike, a big play. But he led his guy too far, and it winds up over his head.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
He's going to give that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Now they'll shift things around. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Cook following the penalty. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Aiden Hutchinson on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Willis to throw on 2nd. He's going to get this one down to Cook.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. 3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th.
Going on 4th down. Here's Willis. He'll air this one out deep for Davis.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete to Freiermuth.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here's Swift.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So from outside the red zone now after the sack, a long 3rd and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Rodgers going to throw. Flushed out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Willis's throw here taken in by Ingram.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now they'll change things up.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
And Cook has it, left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, Willis.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it, here's Cook, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Swift going to try up the middle. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
And quickly, they get to the line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Cordero Patterson. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the big fella inside the 10. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Berrios now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Riley Moss. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Jordan Addison with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Texans 35, Dragons nothing. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
His guys take over 1st and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Third down, it's Willis. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown. Evan Ingram, 77 yards. And the Dragons are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there,
touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dragons 8. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Berrios on the return. They'll take over. First down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
and every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Willis on 3rd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Willis wants to pass it again.
Oh,
hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Again to throw, Willis on second down.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And that 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift. Tackle by the corner, C.J. Henderson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
That's out to the flat for Gibson.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Swift.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Aaron Rodgers.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At their own
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they make.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
inside the 10, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Now inside the 25, DJ Chark, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Willis will try and throw for this. On the move to his left. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
That's good for A.
To throw, here's Willis. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Willis will look to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Rodgers looking to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second.
Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Texans, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.